Well, today we had a conversation around the need for to reform, and I think that really revolves around understanding the intricacies of this debate. So I began by defining Islamism as distinct from Islam, and if Islam is a religion like any other religion, then Islamism is defined by me and how I use the term as the desire to impose a version of Islam over society. And so once we've made those distinctions, understand that actually Islamism is Muslim theocracy and Islam is a religion like any other, then we are faced with a twin challenge, but actually one is more pressing than the other. And one is that the challenge of actually rendering the idea of Muslim theocracy, or what I call Islamism, intellectually obsolete, and that comes through a civil society struggle. And the second is addressing the religion of Islam itself with all of its internal pluralism and diversity, to reform certain elements and aspects of it that have come to settle within Muslim communities. So, issues such as gender rights and what have you. But they are two distinct sets of challenges, and actually sometimes where they would overlap, in other instances they are contradictory. In many cases, Muslim conservatives who are socially conservative may be our allies in challenging Islamist extremists, but in other instances it could not be the case because, of course, if you're in particular with gender rights and sexual rights, it's a difficult conversation to have. So these are some of the topics that we touched on. I began by talking about the need to have this conversation, why it's imperative, it's absolutely imperative that we are able to talk about this in a sensible way, because if we don't, then the fringes of society, the right-wing lunatic fringe and also the Muslim theocratic fringe, will come to hijack this conversation and monopolize it. So it's imperative we have this conversation. It's imperative as well that we recognize that there is definitely a problem to talk about in the first instance. And so what I did in the talk just now is go through some of the statistics. The recent Pew survey and many other polls that were conducted in the United Kingdom tell us year after year, for years, we see a trend that actually there is statistically a significant percentage of Muslims that pose a challenge when it comes to having this conversation. That doesn't mean a majority by any means, but it does mean a significant level of support within Muslim communities for ISIS to be able to recruit 6,000 European born and raised citizens to go and join them. That's worrying enough, even though it's not a majority. So I talked a bit about the polling that indicates that not only must we talk about this problem, but there is a problem that needs addressing. And then I spoke a bit about how we can go about addressing it, providing a lexicon through which to have this conversation in a sensible way, isolating Islamism as a theocratic tendency from Islam as a religion, and then giving a bit about the tools that we could develop to actually have that reform conversation.